welcome back to Mountain Range and episode 2 of our Update 6 Let's Play, which is going to confuse people because it's Season 7, which at some point I will start calling it. And then I'll be corrected because I'll be told, no, it's Update 6, but it's Season 7. So, yep, that will no doubt confuse people, but hey. It is what it is. I think now that we've got some trees planted, not all of which are set to be cut, so let's address that. I'm going to set the rest of the oak trees to be cut down, because we need to be making planks, which we've got a little store for, because I think we really need to be looking at getting towards metal, and that means that probably we need to be climbing up here maybe, and if we're going to start thinking about dealing with bad water, we need to do that anyway. So my thought was this is a somewhat natural staircase. It's going to be a bit tricky because we don't have ladders yet, but we can unlock platforms. So what we can do is that, and then there, and then we'll do a platform there, and that will get us up to that level. That is obviously rather a lot of planks. So that is going to take the beavers a little while. Something else that I think we should do is throw in, should I tuck it right back in the corner there? Put it there. Let's put it there. Let's put in a campfire for them. Do a little bit of well-being. Anyway, we could cheese a rooftop terrace in for them. Not without building some platforms. And I'm going to try and not do cheese in this series because it's not hard mode, so we shouldn't need to. You can be paused. You can be paused. And I'm wondering if we should start thinking about switching some of our food over. And with how this is running, which is really quite well, I am not averse to throwing another water wheel there and putting our fermenter now, just like that, is all going to be temporary. And then we could tuck a couple of warehouses there. And I think we work on switching maybe half of the kohlrabis over to be cassavas. I think that makes sense. Start to improve our food quality. It's quite amusing. I suspect that a lot of you watch JC the Beard. He started a Update 6 series on exactly the same map. I had recorded the first video just before he released his, but yeah, that amused me. Obviously, Update 6, if you're playing Timberborn, is a big thing. So, yeah. We are short of logs. Do I want to, because no one is cutting logs down. Okay, that makes sense. Let's reduce the number of builders slightly, because we can't build if we don't have logs. And that's paused. That would be why we're not getting. So let's pause the extra farm, because we do need planks being made if we are going to get this built. Yeah, and then let's say if we want to get to the metal, If we want to try and protect ourselves from bad tide, we basically need to force this to flood out this way. So they changed the natural barriers. Maybe that's just different for the iron teeth. I've not seen iron teeth natural barriers in a while. Got them just there. Ignore me. Oh, these are up. So let's get more beavers is what we need. Got a couple of kits that are... He's not far from adulthood. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could... Actually, let's just, rather than pause it, let's deprioritize the science for now. Because we've got plenty of research for what we need. We could get some of these being cut down. Pine trees are getting there, which is good. Those two over there are marked for cutting, so they'll get cut down. We can get those replanted with. Actually, that one's staying down. That one needs to be replanted. And it feels like they want you to have water flowing through there, so I guess we could divert the bad water there. That would be a smaller construction, wouldn't it? That would be a smaller initial construction. I can never remember my symbols. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go, actually. We come up here, we basically block across here. Yeah. That might be a good initial temporary solution. And sluice gates would be good for that, but we need metal for those. Yeah. Let's plant some cassavas where they've made gaps. Some growing. They can get to those. Are set to be cut. I guess they're prioritizing cutting down their little birch trees. Do we pause you, unpause one of you, and just let those grow a bit in the hope that well, then we got that done. Hope that we get this bad water divert set up. We're going to need levees and if we're coming across here, probably double floodgates. So that's another 250. So you need another 100 science. Oh, let's plant our oak tree there. Yeah, so I think that's going to be my plan. We'll come across here. So we are going to need we're going to need to get up here. And then we're going to need to get down here. Like that. And I've just thought, a well-being point of view, let's unlock the showers. And put a couple of showers there. And seeing as that's got all of the locks, let's prioritize them actually building that jobby. Okay. Awesome, that's in. So we're going to want a staircase there. we need to demolish all of those. Yeah, I think we come across here. So the plan will be levees, levees, levees like that. Maybe a lot of wood. And then double floodgates in there. Levees there. That's hopefully high enough. Then levees across there. That should do it, I think. Hopefully this is a big enough area. And hopefully we have enough wood. So they've cut down all of those trees at the moment. So I have to send you back over here. These oak trees are not going to repopulate themselves, I don't think. But this should be a good amount once it starts to grow in. Not overly worried. That should be helping with their well-being a little bit. Got lots of berries, so you don't need to be doing anything. We've got a good supply of water, so I'm going to pause one of you. So we actually have a spare beaver now, so we won't do that. We'll just deprioritize one of them. Maybe we'll pause and we'll do that. Yeah. Get some more of this food picked. Get some more of those planted. Yeah. I'm not sure how many cycles we're going to get before we get a bad tide, as to whether we will get this built or not. And basically, I think we're going to be wood limited. Oh, awesome. Right. We'll get one of you going. The pine's coming up. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Got some new animations, although that looks a bit dodgy. That looks a bit dodgy. So there are a lot of new animations in the game, which I'm really bad at showing off because I tend to not zoom in too much. But yeah, no recipe selected. Okay, that's built. Do we have any? We do. So let's start minting some cassavas. So we will prioritize building the stalls for those. We actually have a full supply of planks at the moment. So let's build another small pile for planks. Because we are going to need quite a few of them. We seem to be log limited at the moment, which I guess is, yeah, is a thing. Is it worth me putting in a second one of those, or if I can get well-being up to 7, we get a 20% boost in life expectancy. So if I can get more of them to be getting the wet fur and the food. Oh, I installed a mod, if you didn't watch that video. We've got the... There we go. Not sure where it's going to appear. I think I just saw it in the list for their well-being. The shanty speaker. There it is. Oh, we can't build it yet. But yeah, 8 well-being should mean that some of our beavers are getting now a 20% boost in life expectancy, which means our population should go up naturally anyway. Might be sensible. And that's not that far, is it? What I could do is just throw a rooftop terrace on there, which is the scratcher. The scratcher's not that much. Let's do that as well. Actually wondering. Some science. That's so far off. But we'll do those. If we can boost life expectancy solidly, then that'll be a good thing. Right. I'm going to prioritize the demolition of those. Because that will let us stockpile a little bit of resource. Why aren't you cutting down that back tree? I didn't mark it to be cut. There we go. The oak trees are now 60% grown. So, right, that's good. Let's then delete that piece of path. The missing levee can go in. We probably want to have another one there so it can spill in. Yeah, I think my only concern is that this is not going to be wide enough. And I guess I could move it all one. Is it sensible to move it all one now? And give that more space because the river's wider than that. The river's quite deep. Doesn't matter about that. Yeah, I'm going to. I could see this going wrong. And I don't want to have to build it twice. Let's do that. That gives us one more width. Levies. Delete that now. They'll be able to get all of those resources back. Prioritize grabbing those. And let's rebuild it, shall we? Might mean I have had to... Actually, that might work out better because there's a drop there. That should fall into there, I think. I think that should work. And that feels like it was less wood. I can build that. We might need to get them up on top of this to build some of it. Yeah, good. I'm going to pause this lumberjack again and turn on one of these. These birches are recycling really quickly now, which is good. These are nearly on their second growth. I am tempted to put a second forester in here and replant this. So tempted, in fact. I'm going to do it. 9 well-being. Awesome. Yeah. That should mean that, yeah, most of our beavers are getting their full life expectancy bonus. And there's the drought. And with the drought, 1, we will pause those. 2, going to put in and prioritize that. So let's pause you because we've got plenty of water. It's only a 2.5 day drought. We've got 4 spare beavers, so get some more farming going on. 2 spare beavers. If we're going to replant those, you might as well cut those down. You might as well pick berries. It's a lot of logs, but it seems sensible at this point to put these in while we don't have bad water coming. Get a bit more power. We will need gears soon, so. And then I'm going to prioritize that. You guys are sat doing nothing again, but they're close. They're very close. The oaks coming up should give us plenty of food. Looks like we've used all of our fermented cassavas. You are prioritizing harvest, which is good. Decent number of planks. Let's prioritize them building that, because while we've got a spare beaver to do the planting, we may as well replant all of this with oaks. It's going in. It's going to give us loads of power. Nice. I mean, if we get back, we might as well keep it. Tempted to delete it and move it across, but well, we'll keep it. Wellbeing's kind of jumping up and down. I guess it's the food situation. We could maybe do with another campfire. Maybe if I hadn't built that there, we could have built one opposite. Let's remove it. I know this bugs some people, but we recover most of the resources, so. There we go. So those are all in. Do we want to try and build another one? No, it's only got 0.1 day left. We will delete that so that no beavers are tempted to go down into the bad water that's down there. Let's pause the farm, unpause water pumping. We got through with plenty of water left. Let's plant trees, oak trees. All of that, please. Pause you. I think we've got that about right where the edge of those is. 2 spare beavers who are going in here. You can go in there. I'll just have 1 cutting logs for now. We have got enough science for our double floodgates. So let's unlock those. Oh, are they a new model? They look like a new model. So let's now get all of this mods prioritized. because that has to be the priority now. Okay, I seem to have planted a random oak tree there. Pause. Get some farming going again. Probably I should build some more storage. No, let's not use the resources to go up vertically yet. Let's go around behind. We've got land space at the moment. Actually, let's store the fermented version. Yeah. How much power are we generating now? 500 HP. Lots. So we will want to unlock very soon the gear workshop, but at the moment we do not need gears. It's okay. Right, that's going in. They've recovered the logs, which is good. And that's a lot. Ooh. That's new. That's so much better. You can do incremental height. I love it. That's really cool. That's so much better than the clunky half height things. This is also behaving much better in that the water is not completely avoiding the water wheels, and it seems to flow much better and it looks a lot better. Definitely better. Let's unpause you. Pause one of you while we wait for trees to grow. I'm wondering if I want to put in a gear workshop already. I don't have the science yet, but what I think I'll do is I'll put it here. Could maybe tuck from another fermenter along the side there. Do not want to harvest those, do they? $94, awesome. Temporarily pause you because you don't need to be in there. Managing beavers is such a thing at this point. Nice, these are going in. Obviously, if we had metal, we could use sluices to control this, but we don't. So I will rebuild it when we do, because then we can automate it. But probably by then we might be sending it somewhere else. This is short term. And kind of really hope we get it built before we have a problem. I think this is the easiest to do, and I think it's intended with the way those barriers were there and the way it flows down into this Badwater River. Yep, so we're waiting for logs and planks. Okay, we've got plenty of planks. Actually, our plank storage is full again. So I'm going to actually pause that for a bit and free up some resource to cut down trees. So we've got 53 planks. We need 30 to build those, and that's the priority at the moment. So we've got enough planks for what we need to build. So I think any spare beavers, so we have logs as well, we maybe throw into building. They are eating the cassavas as fast as we can ferment them. The other thing we could do, once we've got this built, we can plant mangroves in here until we deepen it. So we've got the 2 foresters, so I need you unpaused to go pick those 2 logs up. Yeah. Maybe you can be paused as well. Till we've got a bit of a stockpile of cassavas for you into building. Right, yeah, so you can be paused, you can be paused. You can be unpaused. We have lots of trees to cut down now. It'd be nice if they came and built that, actually. Let's just make that a priority quickly. That's been built. Can they get to those? Looks like they can. I guess they can throw them down from there. These maybe not so much. We'll see as we go, I guess. But I'm hoping that this being 3 blocks wide, given that the river is 4 and not full, is enough. Yeah, they can build that one. They should be able to build that one. I'm not convinced about this stack, no. I think what we need to do is, if I do that, that's going to block their access to there. So let's let them finish that. There we go. And think of the most efficient way of doing this. I think either way I end up building it, or I build a super ugly path. I think super ugly path is the most efficient way. They can build that one. They've built that. They can build that. So probably 12 logs for a levee or 6 for a platform. So if we did that, so that should be open. No, I'm just going to put a levee there. And then they should be able to build all of that. Feels like it would be sensible, would it? If it floods over that, we have a bigger problem, but that should be wide enough. I'm just going to do that just in case. But yeah, I like that these are adjustable in infinite, well, not quite infinitely, but 0.05 rather than 0.5 chunks. really good. And we've got a spare beaver. We've got some cassava, so let's get those fermenting. I've got a feeling this is what the person that I watched play, whose name escapes me on this map, did as his first bad water prevention. Because it feels to some extent as that's the design intent, rather than trying to build all the way across here. So much wood. But I think that might be my intent in the future, and then use the sluices to control it. We need to prioritize that one over that one, because otherwise they won't be able to get to it until they've built all of this. The log supply seems to be holding up. The wood supply. Good. Get a few more logs made. That will pull from the science, which is fine. Those in, so let's get that one in, and then we've just got to build this, and we can do a little test actually. Once this is built, we can do a little test before we get a bad tide. Assuming we get it built early enough, we'll do that test. Everything else is okay. I think let's make sure. Yep, I have not quite marked everything that needs to be cut to be cut. Yep, they've got a lot growing to do. This is giving us a pretty good supply of wood now, considering the building that we've got going on. They're working on this now, which is great. I know this is not optimal pathing, but it's cheap pathing. And that was important at the moment. I'm also thinking that I might put in another breeding pod. Not filling all of our water storage yet, so I'm not building any more. Let's give that a nudge in priority. So I think this is going to do the job just fine. So we can test it once it's built. I love the little hammers that the builders have got. That's quite cool. Yeah, not too many more to go. They can get to all of those. We'll give them a little bit of path just to help out. I don't think having bad water coming through here will affect anything that we've got going on, and it would be very easy if when we get access to metal soon, to just replace this with some sluices and levees to automate the process. So yeah, we are going to need to try and get ourselves up and over here and to here. I think that's the closest one. Yeah. Awesome. 3 more blocks to go. Can they build those before the drought so I can test this? Or really 2 more blocks to go. That one and that one. Going to test it now. That works. Awesome. We have succeeded. So that should make us safe from bad tides. Assuming I remember to change things. There'll be a little bit of flooding as it all comes back, but that's okay. So I feel like that is a huge objective achieved. Getting that built. And I think with that done, I'm going to call this a somewhat shorter video for today because I have to go to work now. But yeah, hopefully this has been entertaining. I'm really, really pleased that they've changed this so that it's much smaller increments. It's going to let you really fine tune things if you need to. Although my intent is to replace those with the sluices once we get access to metal. Then we can automate that based off of contamination. But yeah, that I think is going to do the job. It's not pretty, but it works. And that's the main thing. It means we can now start to progress into some of the new tech and some of the 3-dimensionality, maybe. But the next thing is getting access to metal. So to build the overhangs, which let us do things like that, we need metal. So the nice thing is to build bridges, we don't. So we might be able to start using bridges a bit earlier than I normally would. So even the really long bridges have had their construction costs reduced, which is cool. Anyway. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, stick them below. And I'll see you next time.